Hi everyone. Now, I'm not usually, oh look, my lens is dirty, give us a second. I'm not usually a YouTube girly, as you can see, but I've just been on my coaching call with JP de Villiers, Saturday morning, 9 o'clock, spiritual gym fitness. And he said, let's put a video on YouTube and tell people what you're doing and put it in our school group, school community, spiritual fitness, JP de Villiers. I'm definitely going to give you that shout out because that man changed my life. So what am I going to talk to you about today? The money conversation. I am on a mission to get women, it's relevant for men as well, but we're going for like a pink and blue branding to get women investing. And for too long, we've put it in the too hard basket. And I just want to give you my 5 pence worth. So if you want to know who I am, my name's Lisa Thorne. I'm a 48-year-old menopausal woman. I've got 3 kids. I've also got 3 dogs. We just keep, now they're going to bark as well. We just keep fostering them and then they stay. They like never go. It's a bit about like my house anyway. And I'm going to tell you a quick story. About 15 years ago when the kids were younger, James and I put, James and my husband, you don't know that because you're YouTube, not Instagram. James and I had some money to invest. We'd got some money in savings and we knew we had to do something with it. And we talked about ISAs, putting in a tax-free wrapper in an ISA. And we decided that he said we need to put it in a stocks and shares ISA. And I was like, oh no, that's too risky. That doesn't work. I'm too frightened. So instead, I put mine in a cash ISA. He put his in a stocks and shares ISA and I put mine in a cash ISA. And the next thing I know, quite recently, I wanted to buy a property for a project that I'm doing. I know that's very luxurious, but it was time to raid the ISAs. And I went to look at my cash ISA and I'd said over the years, like I'd moved my cash ISA every year to chase the interest rates. And I'd said over the years to James, oh, how much is yours? How much is yours? And he'd be like, I don't know. I've just invested. I don't know. I don't look at it. I don't look at it. And I'm like, but how much is it? I want to know. As it turned out, when it was time to buy the property, he had put in £30,000 and it was worth 207,000. I'd put in that much and been topping up and moved it every year and it was half that amount. And that was the bingo moment. We need to be investing in stocks and shares if we want our money to beat inflation. The savings interest rates are not enough to build for our future. And we've got 2 key things. So I'm just going to make it nice and short and sweet today. We've got 2 key things. Compound interest works in our favour. Compound interest is amazing. And Albert Einstein said it was the 8th wonder of the world. And inflation is what takes away the value of our money. So the quick story I always say, sorry about the dogs. Like I said, I'm all Insta. I'm not pro. But this is a really important thing. So inflation, if you can buy a loaf of bread for £1 now, more like a £5, but bear with me, easy maths. If you can buy £1 now, if a loaf of bread costs you £1 now, and you put that in a savings account at 3%, in a year's time, you might have £1 and 3%. But the real cost of inflation means that in a year's time, your bread will probably cost £1 and 6p. Therefore, your £1 now will buy you a loaf of bread, but in a year's time after being in a savings account, it will not buy you a loaf of bread. But if you put that in a stocks and shares ISA, if you tracked the market in an index tracker, and I'll do some more videos on this, don't worry. But if you track the market in an index tracker, you would hopefully have somewhere between 7 to 10% growth, i.e. in a year's time, you'd have £1 10p or between £1.07 and £1 10p. So you could buy yourself a loaf of bread and you'd have a few pennies spare to pay for your heating in your old age. So that's video number 1. I'm going to post this on YouTube and then I'm going to post it in the Spiritual Gym Fitness. And there we go. I'm done. That's it. I've challenged myself and I hope that you will join me for video number 2. This is the very, very basics of how to get people investing, talking golden retriever language. Bye guys. Have a fabulous day.